Hello, good afternoon, my audience. My name is Olu Kayode. I'll be talking on red light camera, and the reason why I'm talking on red light camera, the specific purpose of talking on a red light camera is because to increase your awareness about red light camera, its legal consequences, and convince you about being courteous and obey red light camera. And I'm gonna be showing my audience now. And these are my audience. These are my audience, and I'll be talking about red light camera to my audience right now. So let's go from there. Thesis of the red light camera is, although controversial, it is without doubt that red light camera have a pivotal role in enforcing traffic rules as well as assisting others. For example, the law enforcement, the government, to ensure that traffic is in order. Introduction. Today, I want to talk about how red light camera have been a savior in capturing red light runners and accidents at intersections, death, and some ways we can be aware of red light cameras. The reason I'm talking about this is because I have had first-hand experience with a red light camera, and a friend of mine was behind the wheel. He was driving and he rear-ended the vehicle, and we ended up running over red light because he was afraid of being caught. He was afraid of staying the scene of the accident. So he ran over the red light, and when he ran over the red light, he collided with with the oncoming vehicle from the opposite direction. But we left the scene of the accident. But unknown to us, the red light camera has captured the vehicle license number. And days later, my friend was arrested and he has to face legal consequences. It is evident that if it were not for the red light camera, the law would not have caught up with us. Hence, providing value and effectiveness of red light camera to the society. And for those who have not had an encounter with a red light camera or might be familiar with its operational concept, red light camera is a special camera designed to take a photograph of vehicles that fail to observe the required traffic rules at an intersection, such as the case when a driver ignores the red light traffic sign and proceeds. The photographic data collected is supposed to assist the relevant traffic authorities to enforce traffic rules as well as hold accountable those that break traffic rules. The red light camera is a product of technological innovation that continues to emerge in our modern society. And running red light kills hundreds of people and injures hundreds of thousands of people a year, according to a new study by Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. Report that half of the people killed in red light running crashes are not the signal violators. They are other drivers from other vehicles and pedestrians hit by red light running. For example, I have backup evidence from NBC Philadelphia News about a man in Philadelphia crossing an intersection, and he was struck and killed by a red light runner who ran away. But the red light camera helped the authorities to capture the violators. He was held accountable for legal action. What I'm saying here is, when you run a red light, you need somebody from the red light, don't forget that red light camera will always get back to you. Main point Red light camera is often than not ignored by a numerous driver, but it is valuable tools in traffic system. Number one, it provides legal proof. How does it provide legal proof? How does it provide legal proof? Because it's valuable because to ensure that those that break the rules face justice are punished by running red light. The camera, when you run away, the camera capture you. There was one man in Missouri, it was a legislature, who had a car accident, but at the end of the day, he was saved by the red light camera because the accident was not his fault. So red light camera provided legal proof. He was able to use the red light camera to save himself from being at fault of accident. And red light camera act as a deterrent to aggressive drivers with prior experience of violation, because since they are aware Big Brother is watching, law enforcement officials will review the photographic evidence and determine whether a violation occurred. This will make timid drivers be more timid, and overly aggressive drivers will perhaps get a reality check before grabbing their car keys. Red light cameras contribute immensely in reducing numbers of accidents. How? In Newark, New Jersey, there was evidence that the installation of red light cameras at every intersection reduced the numbers of accidents. And government statistics, according to my reference, McKee and Kimberly, there is a 20% reduction in traffic accident with red light at the intersection. In conclusion, red light cameras present a practical approach to technological innovation and creativity. They indicate how man and technology can find a common ground and goal. In this case, ensuring that traffic rules are observed and lives are saved. And I'm making a sense about what happened to a woman who was in nanny crossing an intersection with a baby in the stroller, and at the end of the day there was this guy coming and forget to stop at the red light because he was sleepy, and at the end of the day the nanny died, the baby survived, but it was a terrible experience because the nanny is a mother, is a sister, is a cousin. At the end of the day, she lost her life. So I want us to be more aware, to consider being more alert and cautious when driving. Also, driving while drunk to avoid endangering the life of others. When we drive, we shouldn't. When we drunk, we shouldn't drive. When we don't feel good, we shouldn't drive. When we're sleepy, we shouldn't drive because we don't know what might happen. So I encourage us to not drive when we know we are not prepared to drive. And red lights, running crashes have caused such headache. My soul knows that one little baby we have on our knee to talk her into bed tonight because the red light camera encourage and educate the motorists on how to stop on red lights. And I'm talking about the case of a nanny who was killed, and the baby will need the nanny to care for him or her. At the end of the day, the nanny is dead. It can be your sister, it can be my sister. So I want us to be more considerate. So these are my reference. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.